Hey guys, it's Gojir2012 here again today with another figure review. And this figure is the recently released SH Monster Arts GAMERA. Now this GAMERA is based off his appearance in the film GAMERA 2 Advent of Legion, or you could call it the American title Attack of Legion. And as far as detailing and accuracy goes, Monster Arts hit this one on the head. This is a great figure, and I honestly feel that it's probably like the greatest figure in their line so far. That's just my opinion, because I don't really own many Monster Arts, so I can't really judge too many. But based off pictures and like webcam videos on Skype of people who I've seen with the Monster Arts figures, yeah, this one's definitely in the top 5 when it comes to best of the Monster Arts. So let's go into why I feel that way. For starters, when it comes to detail, just look how nice that looks. Looks very nice. Okay, the mouth opens. The inside mouth detail is really nice. And as you can see, the tongue is indeed movable. You can pose it in any way you want. So that's pretty cool. They didn't need to add that little detail, but it's cool that they did. The elbow spikes look nice. The claws look very menacing. Very Gamera-ish. The chest, while it may seem crooked, there's a reason why that is. But it looks nice. The feet, I'm not going to be one of those fans with a feet fetish, but the feet look really good. As well as the tail. Tail looks pretty cool. No arguing there. Then the shell, you can't go wrong with the shell. The shell looks really nice. Great in detail. I mean, there's not really much detail to a shell, but Monster Arts made it look really good, especially compared to like other Gamera like toys and figurines out there. This one looks really nice. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. The eyes, believe it or not, aren't derpy, although you could probably see why people would think that. But they are both facing in the same direction, so I feel there's not really a derp. You could disagree with me, but at the same time, I really don't care. It's just my opinion, and nobody's going to change it unless I decide to. Now, let's see, articulation. Both arms, you know, they've been like this. Here, let me get it to where you guys can see. It's just plain old articulation. You can spin the hands. Although I don't feel like doing it since the figure is pretty fragile. That's why you're not going to see me do a lot of movement with this left arm, because this hand right here, let me move it over here. This hand has a problem falling off constantly. I don't know if this is with everyone, but this may just be for me. This joint right here is really loose, so if I try to like bend the arm, this hand joint right here falls off, and it's pretty much a pain in the ass to get back in. I'm going to try a nail polisher trick and everything. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try using a blow dryer to make the joint a little less hard, so like they can stick in easier. Insert sexual joke if you want. I just don't care. Oh god, I hit it. Thank god it didn't fall off. I was about to flip my shit. But yeah, pardon my language. I know people may think my reviews, I'm a little out of control, but I don't think so. I think I'm well under control. My sanity is A-okay. Okay, now let's move on to more articulation, which I should have done. The mouth opens and closes, like I showed, you know. Typical Monster Arts, you know, head moves up, down, pretty much you can do a lot with it. I already said the tongue moves. I wish I could show you, but maybe my pinky could lift it up. Hang on, let's see. Yeah, look at that. See? It's pretty cool, And the legs have like kind of stiff articulation. I don't want to really move them as much, but yeah, it's pretty stiff to be quite honest. The tail yeah, it moves nice. I mean, it's a short tail, because Gamera has a short tail, but it moves pretty slick. It's pretty slick, let's just put it that way. And of course, for those who have seen the pictures, these chest pieces right here open up. It's going to be a struggle to do, but yeah, these chest pieces open up, and they show, boom, his stomach where he shoots his mana cannon, or whatever you call it. And there you have it. He's firing his mana cannon, or what do you want to call it? I call it mana cannon because YOLO. But as you can see, it's very awkward to open it, to be honest. I'll probably get used to it over time, but sometimes these little joint pieces don't want to go the way you want them to, because, I mean, look at how crooked I had it. It's not very, very pleasant to do. But yeah, that's what it looks like. So there you go, you got a basic idea. He also comes with a fire beam effect. Now, I don't see why they give him a fire beam, because in the trilogy films, it's more or less like a fireball. I might have missed something in Advent of Legion, but I don't know. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. I mean, at first I thought it was going to be one of the bendable ones where you can adjust it when I first got it, but it's just a normal stand, so, you know, no problem with that. I don't have any issues with it, but yeah. Pretty cool. Okay, let's do some sizing. Okay, here he is. Although I don't have Legion, here he is with the Bandai Iris. You know, I'd say that's a pretty good scale. I mean, Iris is top in the film Gamera 3. He's towering Gamera a little more, but you know, with the fact that Gamera slouched over here, I feel this works if you wanted to do like a fan film with them. Yeah, you know, it works. I feel it does. So, yeah, you know, sizing for Iris is cool. Now let's try with Hyper Gauss from the same movie. Yeah, that doesn't work. Hyper Gauss is probably so much smaller than Gamera in the film Gamera 3. But if you wanted to do like a scaling, say at the end of Guardian of the Universe, then, you know, this would probably be about right. But I don't know. You'd probably have to use that Gauss. But then again, that Gauss doesn't even have a decent sized figure release of it or something like that. You know what I mean. Hopefully Monster Arts fixes that. Now I'll compare him up against another Monster Arts, the 2014 Legendary Pictures Godzilla. Well, going by film accuracy, I'm going to be honest here, this is not accurate, because Godzilla would probably be towering over Gamera. I would say, since he's about 108 meters, if I'm not mistaken, or 103 or something like that, around 100 meters. Gamera, I believe, is 80, so it would be like, probably like this. But it really, I mean, if you were to do a fan film, you could probably do whatever you want with sizing, because I know that's what I would do. So yeah, that's him compared to the Monster Arts 2014 Godzilla. And now, just for shits and giggles, how about I compare him with the NECA 2014? Now this is even less accurate, unless I probably leaned him up, but still, look, even less accurate. Godzilla, because the NECA 2014 is even shorter than the Monster Arts is. But yeah, I mean, if you wanted them to be more close to size, like almost around the same size, this one would probably work pretty well. Besides, I know a lot of people probably have this figure. After all, it is cheaper than the Monster Arts. So yeah, if you want to do like a fan film or some kind of stop motion with these two, go ahead. Who am I to stop you? Now, I'm sure a lot of you people want to see the flying pose with, you know, these parts. But unfortunately, because of the left arm problem with the joint being loose, I don't want to really damage it anymore. At least until I try and fix it. So, and besides, I tried getting this part of his body off for the review. It's like so confusing and nearly impossible. Just like Ace Souza Productions, I cannot figure it out. Hopefully someone does, so I can maybe do another video in the future showing off his flying form. But I just can't. So the best next thing is that I have a Rocket Pro Gamera based off the Gamera 2 appearance, and he's in his flying form. So yeah, there you go. That's what it looked like. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah, I made up for it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably put a picture right here in a second too of the flying form of this figure. But wee, flying. Yeah, Rocket Pro. Cost me like 30-40 bucks. Had I known this was coming out, I might have not gotten this. But hey, you know, this is always nice to have, right? Look, he's smiling. He's glad I own him. There, you're a good pet turtle. Now you can go collect dust on my shelf. So yeah, as far as rating this figure goes, I definitely have to give it a 4 out of 5 because it is a great figure. Aside from maybe like tight joints that aren't very loose, you know, they're more stiff, and maybe like a few like nitpicks here and there. But overall, it's actually a really good figure. And is it worth maybe shipping from Japan? No, I'd say possibly pre-order it on Amazon or maybe Big Bad Toy Store when it's available. Because, I mean, I spent a lot of money on this figure to get it imported from Japan. Maybe that wasn't the brightest move on my part, but I was just really excited because I waited a long time to get a Monster Arts GAMERA. And they finally released it. Next on my list is a Yuji Sakai sculpted 84 Godzilla. Sakai, if you speak English, please make it happen for me. But yeah, this is actually a really good figure. I'd recommend buying it, especially if you don't have a Gamera, because this is probably the only articulated Gamera that you'll get that's around a 6-inch scale. You could always get the Revoltex, but I'd say get this one for like 6-inch scale. It's a nice figure. See, even Gamera, if you didn't buy him, Gamera would probably look like this, be like, he'd be so shocked, because, you know, Gamera needs love too. Godzilla is the top monster when it comes to like tokusatsu stuff and science fiction. Probably like up there. But Gamera deserves more respect than he gets. He doesn't get enough attention. And people just hate Gamera because it's not Godzilla. Well, the Heisei trilogy of Gamera's films are better than the Heisei Godzilla films, with maybe the exception of Biollante. So yeah, put that in your pipe and smoke it, Godzilla fans, if you hate Gamera. If not, if you love Gamera, good. Get this figure, or get a Gamera figure just so you show your support for his 50th anniversary. And speaking of 50th anniversaries, since Katakawa doesn't want to do anything, I might as well step up and revive my Gamera series, Gamera Protector of Earth. That may be coming soon, I just don't know. I need to work some things out. You heard it from me first. Obviously, I'm the most reliable source. So yeah, if you want to get this figure, go ahead and get it. This is Gojira 2012, saying farewell for now. Hey guys, thanks again. Try and follow me on my Tumblr, my Twitter, and my Facebook if you want to catch the latest updates on my upcoming videos. And if you don't do that, I'll probably hunt you down and I'll kill you. Okay, I'm just kidding. I won't do that. I love you guys. But seriously, follow my Tumblr, follow my Twitter, like my Facebook. This is Gojira 2012, officially saying farewell.